Hello everybody and welcome to part 3 of my Comic-Con experience with random stories and then all of the merchandise that I got. I don't know where to really start. I will start by saying that if any of you guys haven't ever been to Comic-Con before, I would highly suggest going even if you only get a one-day pass. However, I would highly suggest that as soon as you know that you are going, that you get all of your arrangements figured out. I failed at that. I waited till the last minute to get my flight, which flights aren't really an issue, but your hotel and stuff, that was not a fun time. So I would definitely take advantage of all of that as soon as possible. I didn't end up spending a lot of money, but my hotel was really far away from Comic-Con. I had to take a trolley like every morning. I got up at like 4 a.m. except for Saturday morning because I got sick on Friday. I don't really know what happened, if it was just like lack of sleep mixed with all kinds of other things, but I was not well on Friday at all, and so I went to bed at like 9 and I woke up at like 9 o'clock the next day. So I don't know. I was fully rested and I didn't miss anything. I wasn't able to get in line super early to get, any of the super awesome merchandise, but by then everything that I wanted was either sold out or I already had it, so I didn't miss anything. With that being said, I will jump into some of the stuff that I got at Comic-Con. Like I just said, on Saturday, I got there late, and as soon as I got it there, I wanted food. I wanted French fries. I refused to pay $6 for fries at the convention because for French fries, like, that's ridiculous. So I went in search of some sort of restaurant. Like, I wanted to find like a fast food place just to go in real fast and grab some fries. I couldn't find one. I ended up finding this place though. It is the television show King of the Nerds. It's a reality show that's on TBS. Its second season starts soon. I believe they're filming right now. They had a cereal bar. And yes, it begins in January on television, so if you guys are interested, it had over 30 types of cereals and then 20 like different toppings that you can put in it. So I will give you guys a close-up. This is all the stuff that they had. And if you guys have ever been to like a yogurt bar or something, it's kind of like that. You put in however much cereal you want and you can put up to 3 different kinds, and then you put it in this bowl. This comes off. This is the awesomest bowl. You put it in here, and then you put whatever kind of toppings you want on it. Then you can put, they had like 4 different kinds of milk. They had like chocolate milk, like 2%, no, they didn't have 2%. They had chocolate, they had whole milk, they had skim milk, and then they had like soy milk, or like fake milk. And I drink 2% milk in my cereal, so I just use chocolate because I've never put chocolate milk. Like, I don't usually get very adventurous with my cereal, I don't mix stuff in it most of the time. I just, eat it out of the box. So I was really excited about this. So I took total advantage. So what did I get? I got Cocoa Puffs, I got Reese's Puffs, and I got Captain Crunch berries. All in the same thing. And then I put Oreos and chocolate chips and I think I might have put some granola. I put something else in it. I just don't remember. And then I put chocolate milk on top of all of it. So that was kind of the cereal that I made. They also had, like, based on the thing, like, the hosts of King of the Nerds, Curtis and Robert, they both had their own, like, cereal mix. There was also just random, like, other nerdy cereal concoctions that you could make. I kind of was hoping that they would have, like, the cast members that were there would have made their own cereal, but Ivan from the show was there, and me and Norton met him, and then we talked to him for a little bit. He kind of got pulled away, but like he was totally like into talking to us, so that was really cool because most of the time you take a picture with somebody and then they leave, but like I took a picture and then like he wanted to stay around and talk to me, so that was really exciting. So I just sent him a tweet earlier, but thank you, Ivan, if you should happen to watch this, for taking out your time to hang out with me and Norton. But he didn't have his own cereal. He did, he did eat some at the cereal bar. I don't know what he was eating. I didn't get a chance to ask. But he had his own cereal. So, and then they let you keep these cups afterwards. And these things are so cool. Like, the spoon stays in here. You take it out. You can, like, eat out of it. And then it just sits in here. You also have this lid, which is like a thermos lid type thing. So you could totally have, like, a hot beverage or like soup, and you can drink out of it. And I don't know, like this is just like the niftiest thing, and they just gave it to you for free. This whole thing was free. They didn't charge you for any of it. You just had to like stand in like a short line. I mean, it was relatively small, and they also had like free video games in there. Like you could sit and play like awesome like free video games. Like I played Miss Pac-Man for like ever. And then at the end, they gave you these shirts, and it's huge. This is like a male large, and I wear it to sleep in because it's literally, I mean, okay, yeah, this is me with this shirt. Like it's huge, but I love it, and it's really comfy. And then on the back, it has like the TBS King of the Nerds thing. So they just, I don't know what this is regularly. Like if you were in San Diego right now, I don't think that this would still be there. I think it was just like they took over like a building that was maybe up for lease, and they just kind of turned it into this for the con. I'm really not sure, but it was really awesome, and I'm really glad that they did that because you know, it helps whenever you're on a budget and you're like in this place where everything is so expensive. It helps to, you know, get free cereal in the morning. So after that, I was ready to start my day, and I went and did other con-related things. So that was really awesome. So thank you all. And if you ever get a chance to go to a cereal bar, totally go because they're awesome. One of the other things that I got, this is the first Walking Dead trade. I brought this with me, and I actually was able to get it signed by Robert Kirkman. The story behind this is that you had to have a ticket to have him sign stuff. I was not special to get a ticket because I was in line for something else that day. I think that was the day that I stood in line for Hall H all day, and that's just a completely different story. And so after I was disappointedly left that line after a very long time, I was walking around and saw a long line at the Image area, and I asked somebody like what was going on, and Robert Kirkman was there signing and taking pictures and whatnot. And so I don't know, I stood there and talked to this guy for a while, and he ended up just like taking my trade and having him sign it. So I didn't get to meet Robert Kirkman, but I got my stuff signed by him, and I got a picture of him, and he seemed really nice. Like he, for being so busy with all the stuff that he does, like he was able to like stand there and talk to the people that were in line for him. He would like talk to them for like long amounts of time, like at least like 5 minutes. He would take pictures. He would sign like any amount of comics that you gave him. Like I would see people that gave him like 20 comics, and you know they're just gonna go and sell those. But he would sign all of them. Like, he didn't have a limit. He didn't have any of that. So that was really cool. You know, he was a busy guy. He had a lot of stuff going on at Comic-Con. He had at least 2 or 3 sightings a day. He had 2 or 3 panels a day. Like, he was busy, but he did it. And for that, Robert Kirkman, you are a trooper. That's all I have to say about that. So, it's a Robert Kirkman thing. Another cool thing, at the Image tent, they had, or at the Image booth, they had these. It's Joe's Coffee, which sort of is related to J. Michael Straczynski. I know how to say his last name now. I learned that at Comic-Con. He is the writer of 10 Grand, which I really love 10 Grand. I don't know if you guys watch Comic Time. Whenever 10 Grand comes out, I always get kind of excited. So I had the new issue with me. No, I didn't. I had the first issue with me. And so he signed that. And then he also gave me the 4th issue, which came out the day, like the week of the con, it came out. So I didn't have it yet. But he gave me this, and this is a variant cover. Yes, this was a variant cover that is only available at Comic-Con. And then he gave me this, and I'm going to read, I haven't read this yet, but I'm going to read it and do a review on it ASAP, so that if you guys want it, you can order it in advance. This is a comic that he wrote called Sidekick. It comes out in September, so this is not out yet. It's not orderable. It was a convention exclusive that only the people at Comic-Con got to read. So, I have not looked at it yet, but it looks interesting just by the artwork. I'm not sure what it's about. I'm guessing there's like a superhero and it's about his sidekick, you know, because it's called Sidekick. But I'm really not sure yet, but I'm really excited about it. I will let you guys know as soon as possible what I think about it. But if it's anything like 10 Grand, it's going to be spectacular. So he was a totally nice guy. Him and his wife kind of ran the booth together, and he took a picture with... Actually, no, he didn't take a picture with Norton. He just let me take a picture of him. That was before I started asking people to take pictures with a stuffed bunny, because in my mind, people would be freaked out by that, but in reality, everyone loved it. Like, Norton was very, very popular. Other things, these are a couple of the exclusive covers for My Little Pony. These are My Little Pony issue number 9. They're both issue number 9s. They're con covers. This one is my favorite because it's ponies like the Beatles, like Abbey Road ponies. And I got this signed by, I don't remember his first name, but the cook, the guy that writes it. So he signed it, and that's exciting. And then this one, I like this one because it glitters and everything, but I think I like the Abbey Road one highly superior to it. So I don't know, we'll see about that. And then I also got, they had these little temporary tattoos that I picked up. They did not have a rainbow dash, which if I was going to put one of these on my body, I would put a rainbow dash one on, but I'd still feel a little bit weird about it. But I like rainbows, so I guess I'd put a rainbow dash temporary tattoo on me. I'd put it like, I don't know, on my wrist or something so that people could make fun of me for a few days. I had the most comics that I got signed by a single person is Mike Mignola. He signed my BPRD 1947. He signed my Abe Sapien. He signed my BPRD Hell on Earth #1. And my BPRD Vampire. Because those are the only ones that I brought of his to sign. He was really nice. He was really busy. But he, between his booth and then just the signings at various tents, like he did a thing at the Dark Horse booth, all of that, he was really busy, but he was somewhere at all times. Like he was also one of those people, he was everywhere, and he had some really awesome prints. He had like a Hellboy print that was really awesome. He just had like little like card type prints that were awesome, that were just various characters that he's done throughout the years. And I don't know, like I'm just a big fan. I was kind of sad because like Gabriel Ba and Fabio Moon, like all of their comics that I brought, I knew they weren't going to be there, but I kept thinking that maybe they'd be there. You know, they could have sent my BPRD Vampire and my Umbrella Academy and stuff like that, but they weren't there, so I don't know. It's still cool though. I forgive them, and I'm still a fan. The second, tied for Mike Mignola, is my Prince. I'm missing one, but I got 4 of these signed as well. Becky Cloonan, new Eisner Award winner, Becky Cloonan was at Comic-Con. She was the only person from the Killjoys to represent and sign things. I was really hoping Gerard would be there. He said a while back that he was going to be at Comic-Con, and then he ended up not going. But she was there at least. She won her Eisner, and I was super excited for that. And then I had 4 of these covers. I have the original cover that you like find in stores now, and then I have these 3 variants. This one I got at the con. I saw it at one of the stands, and so I bought it. So there's that cover. I have not shown you guys this one yet, but there it is. It is the Phantom variant, and it is by Pope. That was a big deal. People saw that I had that, and they were really excited about it. And then this one that I got the day that it came out, that is, I believe, the Ghost variant from Gerard. And then this one is the Gabriel Ba variant. And so she signed all of those, plus a couple other things. So she was really cool. She was really nice. She's adorable. I love her so much. And she was the only one that was there from the Killjoys, but she went on Eisner, so that was awesome. This one is now the first trade of Revival. Whenever I brought this to Comic-Con, it was already signed by Mike Norton. He signed it right there. I had him sign this at C2E2 or something. He signed this previously. I just did not have Tim Seeley's signature because he was a slacker and didn't go to the signing that he was supposed to. So after a couple tries, I finally got Tim Seeley to sign my Revival. I also gave Mike Norton cookies, and when Tim Seeley found out that I gave Mike Norton cookies and not him, he was really sad. Mike Norton kind of rubbed it in his face, and then together they took a picture with Norton. Tim was trying to punch Norton in the stomach, and Mike retaliated by trying to eat Tim. So I will post those pictures. I have not posted any of the pictures on my Facebook or put really any of them on Twitter yet, so I will do that soon. So if you guys follow me on either one of those networking sites, pictures coming soon. Other things that I got from Mike Norton, he did this cover of Molly Danger. He doesn't do anything else for it. He just did like this special cover. I haven't read Molly Danger yet, but I've heard really awesome things about it. I have 2 different covers. I have the Mike Norton exclusive cover, And then I have this cover. And I have a picture of Mike Norton and Mr. Iggle. I believe that's how you say his name. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying it completely wrong. But Jamal, I don't know, he was there, he signed both of these, and he was really nice. He's such a character, like, you know whenever he's around you, because he just has this presence, and it's really awesome, and I really liked it a lot. I'm also apparently a member of the Molly Danger fan club. I feel like I'm 7, but I guess I have to go online, and, yes, this card gives me level 4 security clearance. To what, I'm not sure, but apparently I get clearance to something. All of this stuff is from Action Lab, whether it's the Action Lab Danger Zone or just the regular Action Lab. I got their bundle, so I got all of this stuff. I got the Garlics, which is like a cute story about, I'm not even sure, it looks like there's like vampires involved. I don't know if it's just a vampire story or if it's other things, but I got it signed, and she drew me a little cute picture inside, so I don't know, I like cute pictures. Another thing I'm excited about, I have Skyward, which I've heard really good things about Skyward. I just haven't read it yet because it's not something that my comic book store carries, and for some reason they don't like to order Action Lab stuff for me. Like, they can, but I have to remind them like 17 times. So I got Skyward 1 and 2. Number 2 was a special one, so he drew a cover, and he drew this bunny, not because I have a thing for bunnies, which obviously I do, but because there's a bunny, he's right there, there's a bunny in the story, so he drew me that bunny right here. So, as far as I know, I am the only person that has that on that cover, because he was just drawing, like, each one he would make different, so I got the bunny. I also got these prints, Vamplets, which I believe I talked about the comic in the first one of these that I did. It's like a hardcover book, and it looks really cute. It's like, it reminds me of like a My Little Pony vampire story. And then I got the Molly Danger print. I actually got 2 of these. They kind of messed up, and they gave me 2, and they look exactly the same to me, but maybe they're different. I'm not really sure. Those were also con exclusives. And then we're almost done with my Comic-Con journey. Like I mentioned in the last one, I got the Kill Audio print, and I didn't get it signed, but I did take these things, and you've probably seen these before because I've shown them in one of my other issues. The Armory Wars hardcover special edition books. I had Claudio Sanchez sign these. The other members of the Armory Wars army were not in attendance, but I got him to sign those, and I've met Claudio a couple times, and he's super nice, and I love him so much, whether it's music or comics. He's good at everything. He's kind of like Gerard. He is good at everything, and he has awesome hair. I love his hair. It's like a frizzy ball of awesomeness, and I always want to touch it. And I actually have touched it, and it's always fun. So, yes, and he took a picture with Norton as well as the other people that worked on, I believe it was Kill Audio. Yes, the other people of Kill Audio were also there, and they also worked on it. So, yeah, that was a fun time. Finally, sort of coming down to the wire, I had Nick Spencer sign my Secret Avengers and my Superior Foes of Spider-Man. You're going to ask me why I didn't have him sign my Morning Glory stuff. Well, there is a good reason for this. I'm derpy and forgot it. It sat here on my table all week. So I went up to him in the Image booth, and I was like, Nick Spencer, I'm very, very sorry. I feel horrible for asking you this, but would you please sign my Marvel stuff in the Image booth? Because I totally read Morning Glories, but I am totally a derp and forgot it at home. And he did not have a problem with this at all. I felt really bad because while he was doing that, there was this woman MMA fighter that they just randomly had taking pictures like right in front of him with fans. So there was like this big huge line like all the way around him, but it wasn't for him at all. I wasn't even sure how to get to his line because there wasn't a line. So I just kind of like weaved underneath things and through things, and I just kind of walked up to him, and he was cool. He was just like sitting there doing whatever. So he took a picture with me and Norton, and he was totally nice. I told him that my little gripe that I had about Morning Glories number 26, 22, the one that where they said would be a good jumping on point for people who hadn't read it before. Yeah, that's totally not true. I have read the first trade sends, and it is a really good series. I haven't done the review on it yet, but if you guys watched my rant about Morning Glories, I kind of sort of retract my previous statements. It's still a bad place to jump on, and if it's the first issue, it's not a good one, but it's good from the beginning. And then with this stuff, I like Nick Spencer. Like, he does good writing. So, yeah, that was my Nick Spencer experience, and I felt bad because a lot of people were there for him, but they just didn't know how to get to him. So after, like, I did it, they kind of, like, watched me, like, oh, that's how you get to Nick Spencer. So they kind of followed in my footsteps, but, you know, don't, in future reference image comic people, don't, like, put some sort of, like, MMA person in the middle of a signing. If you're gonna have a signing, then have a signing over here, and have her over here. Don't have, like, him back here and her up here. It doesn't, it's not good. It's not good for anybody. Okay, and then my final things, I believe, to show you guys is my Terry Moore collection. I took him to sign. I took him my first Rachel Rising. It is the first edition, and it is the first issue. It has a TV show coming out, hopefully soon, and I'm really excited about it. And he was there to promote the 20th anniversary of Strangers in Paradise. So I got the 20th anniversary edition of this. And this is a very well sealed board and sleeve. So I don't think that I'm probably ever going to open it and read this. He only made 1,000 of these, and I got number 102. But it is sealed. Like, if I break this seal, then it's broken. So I also bought one of these for the people at my comic book store because they are the reason that I am into Terry Moore. So I bought them one of those also. So if I find out that they opened theirs, I'm totally going to read it. But I'm probably not going to open mine and read it because I don't want it to get ruined at all. And I know that if it is locked away in here, that that's not going to happen. So he signed it. It's pre-signed. I also have his 2013 sketchbook, which every year at these cons, the majority of the artists take sketchbooks. And his was one of the cheaper ones. I think it was $10, which is what most of them were. But then you have someone like Humberto Ramos, who not only does he have an awesome sketchbook for the year, it's hardcover. So it's $30 for this awesome, huge, like, hardcover sketchbook. Or you can get the sketchbook plus some sort of print or something, but then it's $300. I'm just like, $300 for a sketchbook. That's just a little not in my price range. But if you know, Humberto's like my favorite Spider-Man person, and his covers just came back this week, so I'm so excited for that. But yeah, that was all of the stuff that I really got at Comic-Con. At Comic-Con, they had protesters for a lot of different things. They had, like, you know, the Jesus people that are standing there telling you about how, you know, you're eternally damned because you don't believe in the Savior and all of that stuff. They had 3 different groups of those, like, all together. They weren't working together, but they were, like, 3 different groups. If you had, like, a street corner, you had, like, one here, one here, one here, and, like, the street corner is, like, in the middle. You had 3 of them coming at you all at the same time. So what happens? You have people like this giving out these Stan Lee Kamikaze Con things that have bullhorns and signs of their own saying that follow Stan Lee, he is the way, and all kinds of stuff like that. So you had, like, people that were kind of making fun of the Jesus people and promoting Stan Lee's Kamikaze at the same time. And to that, I say that there was a girl in front of me one time whenever I was walking, and she heard these people talking, and she turned to whoever she was with, and she says, "Who is Stan Lee?" And the person never answered her. But I didn't say anything, but I really wanted to say that if you are at Comic-Con and you do not know who Stan Lee is, then you do not belong at Comic-Con. You need to give up your badge and just go and live in a hole. Like, obviously, you should not be there. Okay? For real. If you don't know who Stan Lee is, then you just need to go away. At least away from, like, nerds. So, that's all I have, and that's all the stuff that I got. Here's the information on the Stan Lee Kamikaze thing. It is in November. I'm not going as far as I know, but I guess I could. But yeah, if you guys want to check this out, if you're in LA, check it out. Other than that, I think that's all I have for my stories and swag video. I'm going to be doing, hopefully another video or two about Comic-Con. I'm going to do a rant video about all the things that I didn't like about Comic-Con. I might do one of things that I really did like, but I feel like doing these 3 videos, you kind of know what I liked. So we'll see, but that's all the stuff that I got and all of the little stories that I have. So I don't know, I'll see you guys with my next video. Bye!